It's the end of the week. It's a great time to reflect. I'm going to share with you what I like to do at the end of every week to keep myself tapped into the charts so I'm aware of what has happened so that I can have a clear idea on what I think might happen next week. If you're a long time subscriber, you may know this as a weekly forecast and review, except I'm not forecasting anything to you. I'm not actually going to review anything for you. I'm just going to explain the process, sort of show you what I like to do at the end of the week, and maybe you can implement this routine as well. So I do this daily as it is. Go through and do my trading when it's time to trade, and then the next day I review what actually happened, how it played out, look at things retrospectively, hindsight vision, right? Hindsight vision's 2020, so you can be real clear. Then you can compare what you thought at the time to what you see afterwards. You can make some comparisons, see what you missed out on. You can have a look at what you're going to look out for next time. And all of that gets journaled, right? Every day. And pretty much what I do at the end of the week is the same thing. But instead of just focusing on that trading session from the day before, I look over the entire week. So in front of me, I have the weekly range in on the 15-minute time frame, and I don't have any of my trades or any of my analysis on this chart here, but what I do have is printouts of my analysis from day to day. And what this helps me with is it keeps my charts clean. I don't need to leave my analysis on the chart. I already have all the breakdowns here, and then it's like, well, yeah, I've got some annotations, this and that, but the full write out, the explanation and everything's in here. It's in the journal. So I can look at the chart, I can read what I was thinking and what I saw after the fact, and then I can sort of put the whole week together and have a big view in front of me, and I can see how price moved throughout the week as a whole rather than just from day by day. And I can see how each day was a building block for the week, sort of why it moved here to then move there, how it started, how it ended, how did it move in regards to last week's range, etc. And by doing this week in, week out, you feel real flowy with the market. Like, you know what's been happening, you have an idea of what you think might happen, and then you get to see if it did or not, if it's correct or wrong, and then you can make your plans, adjust your plans accordingly. I'm going to be talking from the perspective of someone who's already got a trading plan. So if you already have a trading plan, if you know how you like to trade, sorry, my bird's going off in the background. I'll try my best to just speak over him. But if you've already got a trading plan and you know what you're looking for and you haven't been journaling already, something you can do is go into the weekly range, and I would mark out day by day. So I'd section them all out. I'll do this on the chart here. I'm still undecided if I'm going to show that to you or not. But pretty much you can section out each day and then have a look through each day based on what time you like to trade or however you like to trade, and sort of look at things from the bigger picture. See where the highs and the lows are from each day, if that's something that matters to you. But you can see everything from a big picture, essentially. You can go ahead and mark out your analysis all throughout the weekly range if you'd like. I prefer not to. It gets a bit messy and it just makes it hard for me to think when there's lines from Monday and Tuesday going into Thursday, Friday, Wednesday or whatnot. So that's why I like to print out everything and have things pre-annotated. But I literally just look at the relationship from day to day and how it plays out over the week, where price reached, why I think it may have reached there. You can use different time frames. I would personally go onto the weekly to start with and just have a look at the high and the low. Did we break last week's high? Did we break last week's low? If we did this and that, then why? Is this what we were expecting? Then we can head down into the daily and sort of look at where the high and the low of the week were made, like which day. is it significant to you? It is for me. So that's why I will look at that. I'm not saying that's what you should look at, but this is something I like to look at, so that's something I will look at. Obviously, you may be looking at something else, so you look for that something else. But essentially, I'll break down what I see through the day on the daily charts, and then I would break down to 4 hour and probably go into 1 hour 15 minutes, but not too much below that. And pretty much, yeah, I would just take notes. I don't know how else to put it. We're going to be doing things slightly differently, but essentially, that's what I like to do at the end of every week. And then I'll go back into my weekly chart, and I would have an idea, or I'll ask myself, like, look, where are we likely to go next week on the weekly candle? That will set up my bias for the week. That's all I'm going to say. You want to build your investigation, your research day by day. Write all about it, analyze it, journal it, however way you want to journal it. Then at the week, look at things from a bigger perspective, and you do that day in, day out, week in, week out. That's what has helped me stay sort of engaged with the markets, and I do feel a lot more confident in the trading week or on the trading days, knowing that I have put the work in on the weekends to understand what has happened and what may happen. So I'm going to keep it super simple and just leave it at that. But that's what I like to do on the weekends. So I hope this helped. I will probably do something similar to this, but just for the day's version, like what I like to do throughout the day. It's a little bit different because it involves live tape reading. It does involve some on-the-go analysis, drawing up the charts and doing annotations as the chart is sort of revealing its hands. It's a little bit different, but I will show you sometime next week. And yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. I'll leave it at that. So have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.